So this listener says the Bohemian Club was a very interesting one this week, guys. Very curious to see what happens there. I woke up the Monday with a sense of dread. I had a lot of alcohol over the weekend and I feel absolutely awful. I had an argument with my partner because I was making a lot of noise when I got in from my Saturday night and I woke her and the kids up. How best make it up to her without coming across like I'm just begging for forgiveness? I hope you take this email into consideration. Thanks in advance. Oh, the drunken problems, Jamie. We get a lot of them.
Yeah, I've done it hundreds of times, man. I get really bad anxiety now. Like when I wake up the next day, like I've been on nights out where I've been fine, totally fine, not upset anyone, but I wake up thinking I'm the biggest asshole in the world. So I think let that ride off a couple of days, but yeah, you'll feel a lot better after that. And just don't make a habit of staying out late and getting drunk like everyone does it. As long as you're not doing it every week, you're not that drunken partner, then you should be fine.
You got to get up as well, and you've got to like not moan about being hungover.
Yeah, which I find difficult to do.
Yeah, because if you've woken them up because you've been a dickhead, and then you get up the next morning when they're tired because you've woke them up, and you're like, "Oh, I'm so hungover," they're just like, "Fuck off."
I got into a really bad habit over lockdown of playing Xbox every Friday with my like group of mates, playing like basketball games, and we'd all get drunk on the Xbox together.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously Xbox you can get kind of shouty. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, I was still living in the flat, and I was only like one wall away, and I'd be screaming my fucking head off, drunk, out on the balcony, smoking, shouting outside on the balcony and stuff.
I remember being on headset with you out in the balcony smoking.
Yeah, and yeah, because we probably would have played around that time as well. And there was a few mornings I had to fucking apologise for keeping her up. And yeah, don't do the whole creepy crawly boyfriend thing because that don't really help. I think just be supportive for the next couple of days, and then hopefully it will blow over. That's what I think is the best thing to do there. It's not that deep.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't done anything that is incredibly insulting or anything like that. You could get up and be like, if she gets up and like, if you got her kids and she like sorts them out and stuff like that, you could have got up and sorted the kids out so she doesn't have to. I mean, everything you do now because you've done something wrong is going to be, everything's going to be like, oh, you're doing that because you were a dick.
Yeah.
And they'll take the piss in that, but they'll still be like, oh, at least he's doing it.
Yeah, of course. And I think a lot of it comes down to as well that you'll be making the effort. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, definitely. I like making breakfast and stuff like that. Like it's hard, like because you fucked up. Everything you do is suspicious. There's no way around it.
I think the main way to avoid it happening in the future, or like as I said, just don't make a habit of it. Like, do not be doing it week in, week out. Otherwise, it will become a wider issue in the relationship.
Yeah, for sure. And your kids don't appreciate it either.
Nah, if you're a dad, man, like you got responsibilities in the morning, man.
But hopefully, I mean, this is a few weeks now because Jamie's been on holiday and stuff like that. But I'm sure it's okay now.
Mate, I've done it hundreds of times. Hundreds
Yeah.
of times.
Yeah, I've done it back in the day a lot of time as well. Just have some like stuff in the cupboard in case it happens. You just pull it out and be like, "I'm sorry," like some old chocolate sitting there waiting for a bad day.